Holy shit, Dalton. Are you seeing that? Dalton.
Bro.
Dalton, are you seeing this? Bro, my heart just sank, dude. Dalton, did you just see that? Dude, I got all of that on video.
It's shooting that light out.
Getting the image.
Copy that.
797 here, you are not your 8.
Last clear. 7, go ahead.
I'll tell you at 10 o'clock high.
This is Houston. Say again, 7.
I'll tell you at 10 o'clock high.
We have an unidentified flying object.
All advised that appears to be public. It just seems to be tagging along with us. Hey, Houston, we got somebody out the front window with a pair of binoculars and a zoom lens. We're trying to get a pretty...
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yep, she's just going. Keep walking!
She's still going.
She's going. Oh my god.
She's still going.
Good luck!
She might make it to the other gate on the other side.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
She's the alien.
Yo. She gives no fucks. Oh my god.
This might be the best UFO sighting ever caught on camera.
It's a UFO! Wait, stop. Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Wait, what the? Wait, where is it? Where is it? I can't find it. Oh wait, focus. It's that is not a fucking bird.
A hawk doesn't turn orange.
What is that? Dude, I can't get on my camera. Do you see
What
it?
is this, dude?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
look. What? Oh! Dude, they see it. They see it. What is that?
Remember these little guys from last week? Well, these so-called alien corpses have now undergone lab testing. Yep, that's right. They've had a full CT scan and X-rays. The bodies were presented to Congress in Mexico last week by a self-proclaimed UFO expert named Jaime Maussan. He claimed they had been discovered in Peru in 2017 and were 1800 years old. His presentation went viral, with many calling the bodies aliens. The so-called corpses have been tested by Jose de Jesus Zalce Benitez, reportedly a military doctor and forensic expert, who says the specimens each belong to a single skeleton and have not been manipulated. But the findings have been widely disputed by scientists. Last week, a NASA scientist responded to the news and urged the men to
make samples available to the world scientific community, and we'll see what's there.
Yo, is that an alien? Is that a UFO? Does anybody know? It's gotta be, right? Holy shit. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that? Dude, do you see that?
What is it?
Dude, above the skyscrapers, there's something up there. What the fuck is that?
Into this craft, and what are you thinking when you're inside of it? Like, what are you seeing?
It's a very ominous feeling because there are no, first of all, everything is one color. It's like a dark pewter color, and there are no right angles anywhere. It's as if somebody took, I've said this before, somebody took a model and fashioned it out of wax and then heated it just for a short time so everything melted. Everything looks like it's fused together. Everything has a radius of curvature where two items meet. It's a really weird looking thing, but there was almost nothing other than a small foldable hatchway that looked recognizable. Everything was really unworldly, to pick on it, a way to describe it.
So you get inside this thing, and it's designed for something that's much smaller than a human being.
Yeah, you can't really stand up till you get to the very center of it.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
And what do you think this was designed for?
I'd say something close to half my height.
Wow. So these little 3-foot tallish creatures.
Yeah, and the seats were small too. I mean, obviously it was made, for something small. But there is no, there's nothing else in there. There's just seats, the reactor, and some of the subcomponents. There's no control panels. There's no bathroom. There's no decorative components or artwork or anything that you would recognize or trim. I mean, it's just a very bare bones thing.
The Paranormal Chick here. Take a look at this video. This was captured in a village in Mexico around October 1st. The witnesses claim they recorded what looks to be like a cloaked, unidentified object. Could this be a cloaked UFO? Take a look and tell me what you think.
The UFO hearing is just a distraction. Yes, you heard that right. Many believe that the United States just revealed the existence of aliens. But what if I told you that was just a huge diversion? The people who revealed the existence of aliens are actually working with the government to distract us from something much darker. But the real question is, what could this be a diversion from? In history, the government often uses distractions to divert the public from a huge economic change, a big government mess-up, or even the beginning of a war. But what if I told you this time, it was for all of them? Yes, all of them. We know that the U.S. economy is in a terrible state currently, that the Biden administration messed up multiple times recently, and that tension between the U.S. and Russia has never been that high since 1991. So don't get fooled by those revelations. They are all calculated. World War III might be around the corner, so be ready for something big to happen really soon. Subscribe and send it to a friend for part 2. Isn't it shocking that...
Do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
Okay, I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
I think everybody in the highway right now. I don't know, bro. Ni idea. A mí no se mueve de ahí.
Pointed it right at him. And now he's turning.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Flashed.
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah, it just flashed.
I'm lasering at him, and he's curving.
Three questions you might have if you miss a congressional UFO hearing. Have there been verified UFO sightings? In a word, yes. And while this wasn't completely new information, this was the first time whistleblowers have gone on public record under oath to say that there have been numerous and consistent sightings of UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena. Have there been verified alien sightings? According to this former U.S. intelligence officer, the U.S. government has the remains of a non-human pilot of one of these UAPs. What happens now? Moving forward, the main things both the witnesses and the lawmakers want are 1. More transparency, 2. Better reporting methods, and 3. Less stigma attached to that reporting. An amendment to the defense spending bill has already been introduced that would put a process in place to declassify UFO information.
While many are asking Congress to unseal proof of alien life to the American public, a Harvard team of researchers says they might already have some. They say microscopic debris at the bottom of the ocean floor could be from alien technology. And Harvard professor Avi Loeb led that mission to the ocean floor and joins us live now. Professor, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So, Professor, can you explain what exactly did you find at the bottom of the ocean, and why does your team think that it might be alien technology?
Well, on January 8th, 2014, a meteor was detected by U.S. government sensors, and it was moving very fast. And I realized, together with my student Amir Siraj, that it was actually faster than the escape speed from the sun, from the solar system. So it came into the solar system from outside. We called it the first interstellar meteor. It's the first object from outside the solar system that was recognized. And the government also released data on the fireball that indicated that the material strength of this object was tougher than all space rocks that were cataloged by NASA. And so that raised the possibility, since it's moving faster than 95% of all the stars in the vicinity of the sun, it may be aided by propulsion, and moreover, it may be made of some artificial alloy that makes it tougher than even iron meteorites. And this is not a philosophical question. We decided to go to the Pacific Ocean and search for any relics from this object. And amazingly enough, we found them. We found tiny millimeter-sized spirals. These are metallic marbles embedded within the volcanic ash on the ocean floor that is more than a mile deep. And we surveyed a region that is 10 kilometers in size with a sled that is only 1 meter in width. So think of it as a heroic effort to find tiny fragments from that explosion, and we found them.
And what did the metallic marbles tell you? Why do you think it's alien technology?
Well, we don't know yet, so now we are examining them with the best instruments we have at Harvard University. Soon enough, within the coming weeks, we should know the composition and the isotopes that make these marbles and figure out whether they are natural, similar to rocks in the solar system, or something unusual, like an artificial alloy, like steel, for example.
So how, at this point, I know that, excuse me to interrupting, I know that the analysis is still ongoing, but at this point, how likely is it that you think that this is alien technology?
Oh, at this point, we don't know for sure, but we are, at this point, what we are trying to see is whether the composition is different from rocks. Okay, that's the fundamental question. And then just think about these spherules as romantic rose petals leading us to our partner, so to speak, because they indicate the path that the meteor took, and there may be a bigger relic, the size of a meter or so, left on the ocean floor, which we are aiming to find next. So really the goal would be to find whatever big core of this object was, and then it will be obvious whether it was a rock or a spacecraft. The reason, to think about the spacecraft is if you think about Voyager, it went into interstellar space and it could collide with an exoplanet in 1 billion years, and it would appear as a meteor. And all one needs is to examine whatever is left from this first interstellar meteor to figure out whether it was artificial or natural. And, this is the first opportunity for humans to put their hands on an object that came from outside the solar system.
Okay, fascinating. And it sounds like there are so many questions yet to be answered. So I'm going to let you get back to your research, Professor, and please check back in with us when you find out more results. I would love to know the origin, the alloy, all of it, what it's composed of, and if you end up finding that big other object, we'll check back with you. Harvard Professor Avi Loeb, I appreciate you spending some time with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
A couple of hours ago, NASA released a report that actually identifies some of the most famous UAPs. We got some answers, not all of them. UAP is the new term for UFO, which is just a little bit more clear, and the first ones that they were able to identify were South Asian Objects 1 and 2. Here are the videos of them. These were both identified as likely being commercial aircraft, and the stuff happening around them is likely a result of the video being compressed. This is a big one, the famous Go Fast video, which people say is moving faster than any of our technology can, or in ways that our technology can't. They released the report on it. They were able to calculate the height and speed of the object, which looked like it was going really fast, but it turns out it was only going 40 miles per hour, which actually matches the speed of the wind at the altitude it was at. So while they didn't identify what it is, it seems to just actually be moving with the wind, so it could really be anything. What they weren't able to identify were the silver metal-looking orbs seen by an MQ-9 over the Middle East. They still have no idea what that is. The last paragraph of the document says, at this point, there is no reason to conclude that existing UAP reports have an extraterrestrial source. However, if we acknowledge that as one possibility, then those objects must have traveled through our solar system to get here, and it goes on and on. This is the most confusing paragraph I've ever read. I think they're trying to say in a very technical way that even though they didn't find any extraterrestrial sources, they're still considering that as a future possibility. NASA is going to continue to try solving these things and utilize things like machine learning, and they've actually appointed a head of UAPs at NASA. However, they've received a ton of credible threats towards their UAP team, so they're not going to release the name of the head of the UAP program.